So the basis of this account going forward, once we've actually like maxed and caught up, is that it's going to be doing a certain thing per bond. So basically, an example would be we would do God Wars 1 for a full bond to see how much profit we're going to make. Now, one of the things I could do for this kind of video is to see how much we could make with clue scrolls for a month. But that would mean purchasing a scripture big, which currently at 135 mil, I thought it was cheaper. I'm not going to buy that price. So maybe once we've done some of the other kind of videos, I think Oceus is going to be one of the videos, it's going to be a really good video as well. We'll make a lot of money. Maybe then we might go invest in a scripture big and we're going to do certain things to go and get some clue scrolls and then do clue scrolls for a full 2 weeks to see how much profit we can make. But the reason we're at the Grand Exchange is because I'm going to buy some Juju Hunter potions because we're going to go and do some Hunter. I've got some protein traps, so we're going to go and do some of the amphibious Jidinkus. But basically, we're going to do some Jidinkos on Anachronia. I'm going to buy some Zamorak Favor too. So the main account is going to come in with a little bit of help for the Zamorak Flasks. I'm going to pay roughly about 50k each, so I'm going to pay 500k for this. They're just very low volume, so you'll struggle to get them anyway. I tried to sell them on the main account just to see if they would sell for something like 100k. They won't, so I just thought, right, well, we'll leave it there. So this account, oh, penguin. So we're going to catch the penguin. Main account, go catch the penguin as well. There it goes. So to do this, we're going to go to Anachronia because this is where we're going to go and hunt. So we've got our Juju Hunter potions. So we need to go this way. So the plan is that I need to do quite a bit of editing. So this Hunter method will be quite AFK. It's going to be insane XP as well. The XP is going to be so good. I want to do another 49k bolts today because that just means I can get them selling the Grand Exchange while I've still got the others to do. I've got about 4 days left of this bond, and this will basically pay off the bond which we've done, the profit from this as well. So it means that everything else is basically gravy, even though we've not really done a lot on this bond. We've been a bit slack. I've been busy. But because of double XP, we'll end up like rounding off an awful lot of stats. So one of the ones I wanted to get ticked off is Hunter, and then I'm going to do the Thieving quest later on for safe cracking, and then that will basically cover Hunter. I'm hoping that these protein traps will give me like 94, 95, and then from there we'll use the Hunter dummies to finish that off. A bit of Runespan later on, and we'll get another recrafting level, and then yeah, apart from that, we need to do summoning. Summoning's like a quick 30-minute task, if that will absolutely like rattle something off quick. So just following around, we just need to hop across here, and then this is where we're going to catch the Jidinkus. I think it's amphibious Jidinkus I'm going to do. You can do cannibal ones, but the XP is a little bit more there, but it's so much more crowded, whereas this spot here, no one comes to this spot, and the Hunter XP is still really good. It's aquatic Jidinkus, so yeah, those are the ones. And all you need to do is just add the potion onto the blossom here. And this is now good for 15 minutes. It used to be the point where you had to do it every 5. Oh, it's 30 minutes, even better. So all I'm going to do now is just go over here, drink my Zamorak Favor, because then that will give me a boost. And then all you do then is also deploy on the protein traps. Your character pretty much does it, and then every time it's caught, it basically halves it and then replants the trap from there. So what I'm going to do is go and set the timer. I should have brought some of the attraction potions. I might actually end up going to bank for those because they're going to be so useful. And we'll go from there. So if I just go and pin my Hunter tracker, reset the row, and then we'll come back with how well we go. But 1.6k a go on these Jidinkus, really good XP. And you can just see how quick we go. And this is a really good thing for the big buck, which is why I was looking. But I can't pay that price at the minute, maybe a little bit later on when we got a bit more GP to our name. So there is 91, the first of hopefully a couple of Hunter levels. I was only 50k off, so it was always going to be quite quick to get. Again, I'll probably give you an update every sort of level or two. What I would recommend though, before doing things like this, go to 84, get bonuses, because I've got a 1%, a 2%, and some resilience. I've got 5% extra XP. For the time being until those buffs wear out. So there is the final protein trap on the floor. We have done that, and a massive stint of protein indeed, with quite a lot of double XP tokens coming as a result. So with doing all these protein traps, we have actually now got level 97 Hunter, 160k off 98, which is actually really nice. What this has done, and I've logged off in the meantime since, but we basically started at level 90. This means we can now do things like effigies, all the steps of the effigies. We can do kingly implings. We can go and do enriched fungal spores at the crocus spots, but also there's some more big game hunter stuff. if it ever got desperate enough where we needed to go and do some big game hunter to make a little bit of GP. But Pavrex is the largest one, so we've pretty much done most of that. And also by doing this on Anachronia as well, we've actually got some hunter marks. So we're up to 48, which I don't think is enough for the actual hunter outfit, but we can go and do some things like AFK, some of the butterflies, which actually might be where I go and finish hunter off, because it's actually quite good XP, and also I can fill up hunter urns, gives me a chance at a hunter pet, and I can also earn hunter marks for the set, because even after 99, I do think the set would be quite valuable to have anyway. So if we go to the shop, for me to get the Elite Trapper outfit, I'm going to need 100 marks. So we're halfway there, which, don't get me wrong, while I've been able to AFK those 3.5k traps, I've pretty much edited 5 videos, so it was quite nice to do in terms of an AFK stint anyway. But the big question is, what are we going to do next? So I'm just going to go and try butterflies for like 5 to 10 minutes, see if they're decent XP. We will get some hunter and some agility XP, so that is always nice. After that, I think tonight I'm going to go and try and aim to do the quest to do safe cracking. That's going to be really good Thieving XP, so that's probably how I'm going to finish Thieving this week. And then just some other stuff as well. I need to go and do my Divine Use, get that finished off. We could do a little bit of Runespan, or we can just go and work off anything which is pretty much left. I still need to get 100 crafting, which we've got the gems for, and I still need to do quite a big stint of fletching as well, which can also be on the list when we eventually get to it. If you've never been to the Black Warlocks, they are just this side here, basically to the left of the easy big game hunter spot. It's not the Ruby Harvest we're after, it is the Black Warlocks. And this is pretty much it. So just going to wait while I catch it, and then when I catch it, then you get the XP. So it's okay XP. The nice thing is it's AFK, it fills hunter rounds, and if I needed a way to sort of AFK 99 hunter, this could be how we do it. But as you can see though, 1.5k per catch, it's not bad. So maybe we do pick this up eventually and give it a go. So even though it's double XP, doesn't mean it isn't a decent reason to do a quest. So I've been doing a couple of quests, and basically this is going to be the completion of the Thieving Guild. We've done buyers and sellers from top to bottom, with a little divert to go and do the feud, because that's what you needed for the last quest. But this is going to fully unlock the Thieving Guild. Now, the Thieving Guild is something which goes a bit under the radar, but what this is going to give us access to, and what I've done it for, is we are going to be able to do safe cracking. So safe cracking is going to be a huge way to train thieving, and possibly to the point I don't really need to use the dummies in the bank. The good side is as well, we've got some treasure hunter keys. We've actually got quite a few treasure hunter keys as well to go through, which will be a little bit on the stats. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I think I'll probably get to like 95, 96 thieving, then use the dummies. But for now, that in hunter, pretty close. So not too bad at all. We're really starting to round out some of the lower stats. I need to get onto Divine Use. That's one thing I have got to do very, very soon. But if we go to the safe cracking man, is he going to give me a stethoscope? Yes, he is. So we've got the little bag and the stethoscope, which will be, for our level, we'll fill it up quite quick. But it'll be nice for the time being just to rack up some thieving XP and points. So that is a nice thing ticked off, which we've done. The other stuff we've got to do a bit more rune crafting, although I've started to rack up some bonus. Pretty decent promo at the minute, where you've got a chance of getting like double loots and stuff. So the promo we've got at the minute is the Dragon Dozen, that's it. And because we've done the feud and we've done that Thieving Guild quest, you get 2 keys each, so it is kind of free. Oh, that's a good one. 12 Dungeoneering dummies, we absolutely love that. Been racking up the pulsing cinder cores though. That'll definitely be used for rune crafting, the old cinders. And the good thing is, I still have a little bit of protein essence for the rune crafting. So maybe that could be a nice little stint, because it's definitely quicker than Runespan. Runespan's good, but it is definitely slower than just doing protein essence, even in miasma runes. So maybe that's something we look to do anyway. But those Dungeoneering dummies, 25 we've got so far. I can do 75 on the protein dummy processor, so it'll be really interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to throw these Onyx bolts into the Grand Exchange, basically because the bond runs out in 2 days and we need some cash. And then this will be the final bond until we actually start doing series. So I'll have a week of double XP and then a week of just like catching up on stuff, maybe do some quests, maybe actually going for 95 prayer. So don't know. But apart from that, I need to find a decent price to throw these in on the Grand Exchange. 5,800. They're quite cheap actually for Onyx bolts. 5,800. Still have made money, just not as much money as what we should have. So I'll throw those in. It just means we've got a little bit of playing cash while those sell. But yeah, pretty much what's left to do. I want to get 100 crafting at some point. I'll get in the mood on doing safe cracking probably on the weekends, but it's just nice to know that it's unlocked and it's done. So yeah, pretty much the rest of the week is going to be some more diamonds, get 100 crafting. We're going to do a lot more fletching, a little bit of archaeology, and basically see where we go. We've got 2,000 of the protein essence. I also want to check something else as well, because these, if I just press yes, the unstable proteins say they don't have any bonus XP attached, so if they don't get double XP, then I probably won't bother with them for this. Let's see if we get them. No, so you don't get double XP on them. Fair enough. We'll do that in spare time. But what I'm going to go and do now, I'm going to go and jump and do some crafting, going to do our dailies, so divine locations, going to do some divine use, and go from there. Pretty much flying at the minute. We're going to get quite a lot ticked off. 100 crafting is a nice little thing to do. We'll get 100 fletching as well because we're doing Sonic bolts on double XP. It don't really make sense to pause it. That quest, I weren't earning XP, but at least with like when I'm fletching, I am sort of getting XP. So we'll get 100 fletching as well. We'll finish off 100 smithing. So we have got a couple of levels in the hundreds to get into primal smithing and some other stuff as well. So I think I'm going to do some crafting. I'm going to be on the lookout for some divine use, get some nice bonuses on World 84, and then we'll go and jump on some other stuff from there. Make sure to drop it down below because I have got some ideas already, but really interested to see what you guys want to see. Any challenges or anything that is hard as you can think of to see if I can make some money and make a bond in 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.